shit. Fuck, I can't. Oh, darn it. Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Survivor, Edge of Extinction. Well, guys. Shit. That's all I got. Dan Wardog da Silva got
Deb, do you have any words for our dear departed today?
Damn, Daniel. I'm gonna cut a bitch. I'm gonna cut a bitch.
You're gonna cut a bitch. Yep. Well, Dan Wardog da Silva has gone to Edge of Extinction Island, whatever, and hopefully he comes back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm upset. I understand why they did it, but it's always, oh, thank you. Someone said my hair looks great. Thank you. Anyway, so, oh wait, honey, not too long.
No, yeah. So of course we are all in mourning over Wardog. We've been very high on him all season. Yes, Deb, take it off.
But you know what we have to look forward to?
Wardog and Kelly on
reaming Wardog.
Oh yeah,
next week.
She's gonna be like, "Screw you, dude! You're the one that got me voted off, and you ruined my Survivor experience."
Oh, shut the hell up with that! Really?
How fucking bitter is Reem? Like seriously?
Yeah.
So you ruined my game, dude. You totally ruined it. You showed up
sitting there, and Kelly's like, Kelly feels so bad, and Reem's just like, "Dude, you ruined my Survivor experience, dude. How do you feel about that? I'm a super fan of this game, okay? And you just come in waltzing in here like a returnee, thinking you own shit. You ruined my experience, and I've been sitting on Extinction Island for 30 fucking days."
No shit, dude. Like literally, what are we, day 29? And she's been there for freaking 28 and a half days.
Right. Rumor has it Reem is still on Extinction Island.
She hasn't left. She's waiting to play next year.
She's still there.
They haven't told her the game's over yet.
Well,
bless her heart. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I'm not calling him that name. I'm calling him Rick because that's his damn name. Subway. Yeah. I have banned from being said on my show because that's ridiculous. You're not Madonna. You're not Cher. You're not Prince. You're not Allison. You have not earned the right to go by one gosh damn name.
Right.
Hello,
exactly.
everyone. Hold on. My mother's in the chat. She celebrated her wedding anniversary with my dad, Jim Edwards, yesterday. Everyone tell them happy anniversary. I love you guys. Mwah.
Happy anniversary.
We have tons of people. We've got Thomas the Talker, James Pratt, Machi, Tekama, James Pratt, Daryl Turner, a lot of people, Billy Mitchell. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Jared Fogle won immunity again. Did he win last week?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
God, this guy. What the hell?
So I have to say, guys, Rick is one of my least favorite Survivor players.
Oh shit.
I've had the displeasure of not liking on a season of Survivor in a very, very, very long time.
Tyler, stop talking at me.
And I have a really bad feeling in my stomach that he's gonna win. I'm just
me too. I have that same feeling, Deb, and it's really gonna damper like how I feel about the season as a whole and how I kind of rank this season because it's been such a fun ride. And Rob Cesternino has gone on to say like this is the most unpredictable season in terms of like who's going home because there are like no alliances there like left in this game. There is no twosome that has voted together.
No. Hey, Tyler, that was a reference that Gavin used, Wardog. Don't talk at me. I
was so confused.
You look like you were about to cry.
No. I didn't get the reference, but I'm running on like very little sleep. Looks like Deb has left the building for a minute or an hour. Who really knows? So it's just you and I. But yeah, I don't know. Like I really can't stand Rick Devens, and it looks like that's what we're leading towards is like a Rick Devens win, which is going to make me so mad to see how people vote for him to win this game over somebody else who has stayed in and not been voted out before.
I don't think he's going to win. And you said the B word. We don't say that word.
You're right. You're right. Sorry, Rick. Jeff has like nailed this into my like thick skull at this point.
It's Rick, Subway, Fogel, Jared, whatever. No.
So of course we see Wardog is the target. He gets voted out here. How do you think this happened? Like where did Wardog go wrong? Because last week we were on the show saying like he made the right move, taking out Kelly, taking out David, blah blah blah, and we didn't really bring up the fact that like maybe it was like a week or two too soon in Survivor time.
I'll be honest with you. I think there's you kind of have to take a step back and look at it. You know, did he actually do something wrong, or did the majority just see him as a threat? Wardog has played Wardog the whole time. He hasn't bit his tongue. He has been himself the whole time. So you really can't be shocked and amazed by anything when he does something and someone gets out. So I don't really think he did anything wrong. I would much rather, if I were in his shoes, and even he said you made the right decision, I would much rather get, voted off the island for being a threat and really playing the game than not doing shit. Yeah. And, as much as we don't like Jared, Subway, Rick,
he's a threat.
Dude has won immunity twice.
Absolutely.
He pretty much won the what do they call it? The luxury challenge, whatever. I mean, he really did. He's pulling it out, and that's what she said. But I don't know. I'm more sick of the goats that are still hanging around that really aren't doing anything.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
That's what you want, though.
Who are you defining as like the goats that aren't doing anything?
Victoria is a goat. I'm sorry, Julie isn't doing anything. The only thing she did to shock me tonight is she didn't have a stage 5 freak out after the last week's vote. Ron really needs to bring it back a notch because everyone is on to him now. He is playing both sides. How Aurora's name is coming up before his, I will never understand. Yeah. Who gives a shit about Aurora? Yeah, she's a good swimmer and she's one, but really she's a vote for you. Keep her on your team as a vote. Use her to your advantage.
So I want to bring up a interesting counterpoint to what you said about who the goats are, like especially in regards to this round. So my player of the week this week is Julie, and I'll tell you why. Go ahead, roll your eyes. And you're right, like up until this week, like she really hasn't been doing much. But we saw very early on in the season, Julie saying like, I want the girls to find idols. I want like the women to be strong. And we're reminded of that again tonight when she's in the pool thing with Lauren. She's trying to get something going. She's trying to mention to Lauren, these guys are referring to all of us women as people that they can take to the end and win against. And I'm not cool with that. And then we saw her say that again when Wardog was talking to her one-on-one. She's like, I don't want to go with this plan. I want to take him out. So I feel like Julie is the kind of glue that got like everybody to stick together, come together and take out Wardog in this vote. And I don't think that she's really going to necessarily have a target on her back next week after taking out such a big threat like Wardog.
Yeah, but that's true. I disagree. We'll disagree to disagree. Let's see. Someone in the chat, Carlitos Way 277. How many challenges has Wardog won? I don't know. I don't think he's won that many. I can't.
Not that many at all, because he was
Zero.
on like the losing tribe. So,
But you don't have to win immunity and all of this stuff. And I'm not Carlito's way. I'm not saying this is what you're saying, but I could see where some people might. You don't have to win idols and do all this other stuff to be considered playing the game. There are things that you can do behind the scenes and get big players out that is considered playing the game. So your player of the week is Julie.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know who my player. I don't have a pussy of the week, and I don't have a player of the week yet. Right now, the pussy of the week is Deb for just dropping out of the show. What the fuck?
My pussy of the week is going to be Ron. He just he's really not thinking for himself right now. And I feel like the edit is trying to make him seem like a much more stronger, like bigger threat, like socially and strategically than he actually is. But I think Ron is terrible. I think Rick is terrible also, but I think Ron is not good as well.
Well, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish.
And I want to give a little bit more credit than you are giving credit to Victoria. I think that she is playing, especially in a season like this, where everybody's pointing fingers at each other. Everybody's trying to like turn on everybody. Like Victoria is really playing that Sandra Diaz Twine strategy of as long as it ain't me, right? As long as it's not me, I will vote whoever off. As long as it's not me, I don't care who goes home. I don't have allegiances to anybody except for me and my $1 million check to the end. And that won Sandra the game twice. And I think that is a very valid strategy, especially in such a fluid season like this.
I cannot believe for the life of me that you just compared Victoria.
It's the same strategy.
Sandra Diaz, the queen.
It's the same strategy.
Wow.
I mean, Sandra is a lot more cinematic. Like she's a lot more entertaining. But Victoria is playing that same type of game.
So
Machi brings up a great point in the chat. They say, did you know Victoria voted out all 4 returnees in the same tribal council? They were voted out.
She hadn't done shit. She voted.
She's the one that got Aubrey out.
She voted and she got a person out. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just spaced out and I just mentally tune out when she comes out. I got nothing against the girl. I just don't get it. I still don't get it about Lauren. I really don't. Now, who did you say was your pussy of the week? Ron. Now, I have to stay in this week, but I will flash forward a little bit. In next week's episode, I think he gives Aurora's extra vote to Fogel Subway, and
I thought he gave it back to her,
and it's null and void now. No, I don't think he did he? Or what did he give? Okay, wait, not that. I'm sorry. He gave his advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He gave he's giving his advantage to Subway. Okay, and it's null and void, which I think is kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
In a way, but Ron just kind of, I don't know if I can co-sign him being the pussy of the week, just because whether you like him or not, kind of like with Fogel, they are playing the game in a way. You've got Ron more mental and teeter-tottering on the fence. And then you have, I almost said the B word. You have Fogel who's really fighting, and winning these challenges. So as much as I want to hate some of these people, they are doing things and making moves so back 2 months ago, Victoria single-handedly orchestrated getting Aubrey out. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying. Absolutely.
Okay.
And Aubrey also had a hidden immunity idol, and she was able to blindside one of Survivor's smartest players. So, do you remember that scene of Aubrey and Victoria on the beach? And Aubrey is like, I trust you 100%. Like, we're going forward together in this game. And Victoria is like, yeah, like I'm so with you. And then it cuts to confessional, and she's like, I'm so gonna do one over on this returnee. Like it's our season, not theirs. I think that she deserves more credit than she's getting, not just on this show, but like just in general across the board. I'm not seeing a lot of love for Victoria, and I think that she is a very, very big threat coming down the stretch here.
Let's see what unfolds. We're just not agreeing on anything tonight. I apologize.
Also, Survivor has never had a redheaded winner.
Oh God, here we go. Listen, I don't care what color you are, where you're from, your gender, I don't care. I want a good winner of Survivor.
So who left would be considered a good winner of the season?
Well, baby, who are we? Who's left? You got to elaborate, because we have Edge of Extinction assholes, and then we have the regular assholes. So I don't know which one.
Right. Well,
like I can't make a decision. If I had to pick somebody left in the game, I'm going to go towards Gavin.
Okay. He had a really good night tonight.
He did, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Like, I'm so annoyed tonight. I'm just sorry. It's just I'm annoyed tonight because I'm so sick of Edge of Extinction, the island. I'm sick of it.
So you didn't like that scene today that they showed?
I liked it. I liked reaming Kelly. That was freaking hilarious. I could kind of see myself doing something like that, but I probably, I could probably be like, I could probably see myself sitting there going, you know what, Joe? I would have actually done something in this game besides sit here for 38 days if your ass and your hair hadn't shown up. I'm done. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Get out of my way. Get out of my personal space. I mean, I could probably see myself doing that, but I just can we just have the challenge already and get one of these people back in the game? I'm sick of it.
So I think tonight's Edge of Extinction confessional or scene, I would say, really showed a lot in terms of who could be returning, just from an editing Edgic standpoint. I think that all of those moments that Kelly had where she's reflecting on her life and the mistakes that she's made in this game and how she's thankful to have a great life at home. Unfortunately, that seems like a really good bookend for her Survivor experience. And after that whole reflection, I don't think that she's coming back from this game, from Edge of Extinction. And I was a little worried that they showed Aubrey and Joe a little bit, but notice who wasn't there. It was David Wright.
Who didn't show up till the very end.
Right, exactly. And his, I feel like his tone at Edge of Extinction has been more I'm going to use this as an opportunity, and my story is not done yet. It makes me think maybe David is the returning person for Edge of Extinction.
I really don't know how. Let's play devil's advocate. Tyler, you tell me, what kind of competition would David Wright win against Joe, Wardog, Aubrey, and Kelly Wentworth?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's a valid point. Mm-hmm. But we could say, what competition does Rick win over Chris?
Right.
And that happened. Mm-hmm. A lot of these things come down to the puzzle. The last Edge of Extinction challenge came down to that balancing thing with the ball and the strings or whatever. That has nothing to do with physical strength, right?
Right.
These are designed by nature to have a little bit of randomness to it.
Do you think the producers will have some kind? Do you think that they are sitting there going, okay, we have this vat of people. Mm-hmm. We want David and Aubrey to get back in the game. Mm-hmm. Do you think they're going to pick something that they're strong with, especially since Aubrey also has an advantage?
So the fact that Aubrey has an advantage tells me that they're not making a challenge that is geared towards what they can do well in particular. Because she's already been practicing something, so the competition is already set, and it's not changing in any way. That's the answer to that question. I struggle to see anybody else except for Aubrey or David coming back from Edge of Extinction. And honestly, like those are the only two that I think could come back from Extinction Island and still have a chance at winning in this game, because I think those two are really good talkers. They're the ones that can make a case for themselves at Final Tribal. I think anybody else, say like Chris, say Joe, Eric, Julia, Wardog at this point, like I feel like if they will have a tough time kind of talking and saying like, you know, yes, I was voted out of this game, but I still deserve to win. Like, I don't think that that's happening.
What if Reem, out of everyone, made it back in the game?
I would love that.
That would be hilarious.
Do you want to hear another like a horrifying thing that could happen? Rick could be voted out and then come back from Extinction Island again.
Wow. I don't know if I could handle that. I'm having a hard time handling it now.
Yeah.
I just want them to do the competition already, because in my mind, I'm thinking they're going to pull some shit right at the final 4 or final 3, and then have a competition and have that person come back in the final 4 and have a shot of making it into the final 3 and then the final 2. That's what I'm terrified of. What do you think?
So let's look back to Survivor Blood versus Water. Tina was the one to come back from Redemption Island. And I think she came back. There were 4 people left in the game and she made it 5. They immediately voted her out when she didn't win immunity. So it's just like a revolving door at that point. From what I've heard, like they will be coming back, like I think at 6. They'll have like one. So like at 6, like one person will come back and it'll make it 7. So we're almost due for it.
It's like this is what pisses me off though. The longer they wait to do this, it's a waste of time, because like you said, if this person comes back in the final step 5, whatever, they're going to get rid of them immediately.
Yeah.
So what was the point?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a valid question. I think the point largely is to have these returning players like still have like a story after they're voted out of this game.
Oh, I have a count tonight.
How many times they said resume?
Resume 6 times.
Holy fuck. They said resume like 3 times. Like Rick said resume 3 times within the first like 2 minutes of this episode.
And then
like,
Ron.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and then I have another tally. Jeff Probst did not say balls tonight.
Gotcha.
We have 0 balls.
So besides Gavin, Allison, who do you see, like, do you have any other like kind of like winner potentials for people right now?
I could see it coming down to, if I had to pick a 3 right now.
Yeah. Who's the final 3 right now?
Out of who we have that's still in the game.
Yeah.
No
Extinction Island.
No Extinction. Lauren, Gavin, and Ron. That's who I see.
Okay. I'm going to say, this is hard. And this just goes to show like how great the editing is this season and how fluid the season is. I am going to say it's Victoria, Julie, and either Lauren or Gavin. And Lauren or Gavin will win the season.
I have a feeling it's going to go towards that way. I mean, it could very well be Ron and Gavin in the final 2. It could be Ron and Lauren in the final 2. I have no idea. I'm just so over the Extinction Island. I just feel like it's going to be a waste of time, and they're going to wait too long, and it's just going to piss me off. Because you know they're not going to do it next week because it's the family. The families are coming. I mean, there's just no way.
So there's 3 episodes left of the season. So next week will bring us down to 6.
Okay.
And then the week following will be the Edge of Extinction returnee and voting somebody off. So that brings us back down to 6 for the finale to have 6 people, which is normal.
Okay. So we've got, what, 2 weeks left?
Yeah. Or no, 3 weeks. So
3 weeks
family visit, Edge of Extinction returnee, and then the finale. But I'm kind of glad that they are having the Edge of Extinction returnee be like its own episode instead of trying to like rush that in the finale.
Right.
I feel like that at least is a plus for this season. So we'll see. But I am very curious to see like where Wardog thinks that he went wrong here. I can't wait to talk to him after the season's done and like seeing how everything turned out. I wonder if he regrets flipping on Kelly so early.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to because we have to ask him. And I had a feeling after last week's show that he would be going tonight. I guess that's why I'm not so shocked and why I tweeted at him #shit after he got it out and he liked it. It's just to me, people see Wardog, like I said, he was in my winner picks. So from day one, I've kind of, been on his trail a little bit, but it's like I said, I could see a lot. I like the way he has played, and a lot of people won't like this. I like the way he has played the game. I think he's a law student, a lawyer possibly, so he knows how to talk to people. He knows how to convince people, like a jury or a judge. You kind of have to have that kind of swagger to you where you know how to talk to people and get them to do what you want. And he's done that numerous times. And no, he didn't find idols and he didn't win all that stuff, but he did it himself. And I respect that kind of game. And I hate to keep bringing this up all the time, but I played Sequester twice and I made it very far both times. And when I played the game, I really didn't have anyone, especially in All-Stars. I had to make moves and do things under the radar and do it by myself and kind of convince people, no, I didn't do that or this, that, it's just all in your approach and how you talk to people, manipulating people. And so I can kind of see my game and his game a little bit. I think if the two of us ever got together and played a game together, it'd be very, I don't know.
Fireworks.
It'd be fireworks. Yeah. It would be no. Listen to me. I can manipulate better. Don't talk at me, Wardog. Okay, yeah. I'm from the South. Have you ever pissed off a Southern woman? It ain't pretty.
But no, I totally agree. And we've recapped like a couple of these shows before. Or seasons, like how often am I rooting for like any guy in any of these shows to win? Like
never.
Right, exactly. But I have been like a big supporter of Wardog and his game. It's been really incredible. And I really hope that this isn't the last we see of him. Not like Edge of Extinction stuff, but like I hope that he's like a returnee in a future season because I would really love to see Wardog play again.
I would too. I would really like to see him come back and play again. And I cannot wait to actually get to talk to him in the future about, hopefully we still get to talk to him and really have him on and pick his brain because, there's not a lot of players that I get real excited about that I think, oh, wow, look what they're doing. I can kind of relate or I can kind of see where they're going. And he is definitely one of them. I can also see, and I can see a little bit of myself and Ron a little bit because of the playing both sides and teeter-tottering and telling these people one thing. That would get my ass in trouble. But I'm from the South, and that's kind of like how we do things. But, you got to bipolar and get your ass out of trouble. But, and we're good at it. And we can wink at you and say, bless your heart and all. And it's all good.
Yeah. It's working out for Gavin, too. It worked out for Nick, certainly, last season.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a little bit of a blunt person. I didn't really think Wardog was talking at or down to Gavin.
I don't think so, but I think it's like the role that he's filling on Survivor, right? It's that like alpha male military dude with like a bald head and just like a really deep, like rash voice. Like I think it's just a lot of who Wardog is as a person. And I totally agree with you. I don't think that he said anything that was too like aggressive, like I'm like a big, like strong man, you must listen to me type of thing. I think that's just like the type of person he is in this world, if that makes any sense. And like, is that fair? No, but perception is reality in these games. And if that is your perception of Wardog as this like former military guy, law student who's like taking charge of this like decimating camp, like you're gonna be a little intimidated by him when he gives you orders, right?
Right. I'd like to see him on The Amazing Race. I think that would be really cool. Yeah. I think you and I need to audition for The Amazing Race together.
That would be so much fun. And we have a cool story considering we've never met like in real life.
A lot of people don't know that Tyler and I have never met in person. We've been good friends for over a year, and we've only Googled and Skyped and all that stuff. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Did you watch the first episode of The Amazing Race?
I did. And I can't remember any of it.
They were in.
I watched it at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And the old guys from The Amazing Race went home first. But I don't even I'm going to keep watching the season, but I don't even need to watch tonight to know that Rupert is probably going home next just because he's a giant idiot.
I am obsessed with the shoe thing. Like, I don't even know how they picked the right shoe. That would have given me an anxiety attack.
And of course, Janelle gets it on her first try.
Of course.
She is the luckiest bitch in the entire world.
I just need to touch her.
She her luck is just insane. That was classic Janelle. It was classic Rupert to be walking around the park being for 2 hours being oh, I don't know where it's at. And he's and Laura's is it those lights over there where that big structure is set up? He's no, it's definitely not that. Let's keep looking.
I don't know where it is. Could it be where everyone else is heading? I don't know.
Where people are running up a hill.
Yeah. See, and they're coming back with yellow cards.
Allison, who would be in the blue unitard and the fuzzy wig? Would that be you or me? It has to be you.
I think that since it, because I could totally see you going, okay, Allison, I got this. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to find the shoe. Just stand there, not knowing what's coming. I would look like a fucking troll doll.
You look like Brittany Haynes doing it.
I am 4'11", 100 pounds. What do you think? I look like thing 1 or thing 2 in a blue unitard. I would be humiliated, and you would be doing what you're doing right now.
He's so funny.
It would me going up the wall. This is all you would hear. Because it would be me cussing the whole time.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll just have to keep picturing you and I on The Amazing Race while watching this season. It'll make it a lot more fun for us to watch.
Oh my God. We would have so much fun. But anyway, so Survivor tonight I thought was episode.
Yeah, I thought it was meh as well.
It wasn't as great as it normally is. I don't know if that has anything to do with one of my winner picks getting. Well, see, I'm okay, Wardog, I'm upset that you're gone, but also at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, Extinction Island. And I wonder if that's kind of what he's thinking too. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, put my torch out. It's fine. I'm going to Extinction Island anyway. I have a chance of coming back.
Yeah.
It's like I said last week, it's in their minds now. They should have kept Extinction Island a freaking secret.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me.
Yeah. People in the chat are saying it's the edit that was kind of meh tonight. Yeah, I just thought it was just a little tonight, but that's okay. We've been on such a wild roller coaster all season long that, if we have a more straightforward episode like this every once in a while, it's okay. We've still had a really great time this season, and it's still nothing like Ghost Island. So knock on wood.
Oh, it is so. Everybody in the chat is kind of asking, where is Deb? I don't know. I don't know. She had someone stopping by for a second. I don't know why it would be during our show, but okay, we'll deal with that another time. Not too happy at the moment, I'm not gonna lie.
Allison, I'm always here for you.
I know you are. I can always count on Tyler. Tyler will
whether you want to or not.
Tyler will always stab me in the front.
Exactly.
Just to see the look.
Oh my God.
Face. No, we love you, Deb. I hope you're okay because you kind of just dropped off. I hope you're not dead.
Who do you think's going home next week?
Gosh, I hope did you just hear that?
No.
That big noise. It sounded like a big fart, but it was a truck outside. I don't know if y'all can hear. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't fart. Anyway, so if I think if Jared Subway Fogle doesn't win immunity, I think he might go. But here's the thing. I don't even want to.
It's got to be Aurora.
You think it is? I can't even really call him Fogle anymore because it's an insult to Fogle from what is that movie with I don't know, talk for a second. Tell me who you think, because I got to look something up.
Yeah, I think it's Aurora. We're talking about Edit like in the chat and stuff, and her just personal development as a person, as like a character, is not there. So yeah, it's probably going to be Aurora. That's what I think. Weston Evans is saying super bad.
Yes, super bad. I think it's an insult to Fogle from McLovin from Superbad to even call him by his actual. I mean, I can't do it. Like, I can't. He's just Subway. We don't care if we insult Jared Fogle from Subway because he's a pedophile. Hello, Google it. We don't care. But then again, I don't want to call him a pedophile. I'm not calling him. You know what I'm saying? Jeez.
We get what you're saying.
We get it. Okay. So with that, so you think that Aurora's going next week? I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be either Aurora or Subway.
Yeah.
So
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Well, Deb, where can we find you on social? Oh wait, she's not here. Allison, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. You can find me on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. And please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube and like the Facebook page. If you subscribe to the channel, you will get notifications. You got to make sure the notifications are turned on when we go live. Monday night, I did a show with Alex Kidwell and Clifford Myers called What Are You Watching? The Evolution of Streaming. And Tyler was not on the show, but he was very high in the chat.
I was
hilarious.
High on life and something else that night.
Yep. And so that was Monday night show. And it's just us talking about streaming, going to Blockbuster, actually renting videos and all of this stuff. So it was a lot of fun. It's like an hour and a half. If you're like at work and you just want mindless entertainment, throw the earbuds in and just listen to us talk about nothing, kind of like we do all the time.
Right.
For an hour exactly. You know what I mean? Tyler. My second in command.
Yes.
How can people find you?
You can find me at TLyonz, TLYONZZ on Twitter.
And I guess that's it. It's a short show tonight. I apologize. It was kind of not the greatest episode. I'm waiting on them to do more with Extinction Island, and I am sad that Wardog is gone, but I would much rather burn out than fade away, as Def Leppard once said in a song. If I were Wardog, I'd rather do that. I'd rather be a threat and get kicked out that way than be a goat and a nothing player.
Yeah, there you go.
Get the boot. And I love how he turns around after Jeff puts out his torch and goes, "You guys made the right decision." I know. Jeff was like, I mean, it's just hilarious. I mean, the guy just is so good. He's just so good. I love it. Do we call him War Puppy now? No.
He's still War Dog.
He's still War Dog. But I think that pretty much wraps up the show for tonight. I'm currently trying to put together a show for Monday. I don't know what kind of show we're going to do. I don't even know who's going to be on it with me. I'm trying to think of things you guys would like to hear us talk about in the chat, since you people are here with us right now, loyal as ever, every week. What is something you guys would like to hear us talk about next week? A separate show. It's not covering Survivor, Big Brother. We quit Big Brother Canada 7.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck that. But what is something we talked about streaming Monday? We could do a show where Tyler and I, or who we interview each other. Where
I like that idea.
Like we could get like, Tyler, how did you get to where you are, and how I got you? Let's do that. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll do that next week. 90 Day Fiance. Oh Lord, honey. Okay, James, I'll do a 90 Day Fiance show, but I'm gonna have to do it by myself because none of these bitches watch that but me.
No, I would not watch that.
And I'm gonna do, okay, everyone's starting to chime in. Okay, here's what we've got on the menu. This is something I'm kind of excited about. So Tyler and I will do something Monday for you guys. We'll throw something together. On the horizon, yes, there will be an Avengers in-game show. I want to talk about that. Are you going to see that? Are you into that at all?
I'm not into it, but I will watch it.
Okay, I want to do that. Also, in the future, months from now, I am putting together a Star Wars show where we talk about the Star Wars films, and that'll be when the new Return of Skywalker comes out. We're gonna do that.
I would be more into that than Endgame.
Okay, well, yeah. I got to put together Endgame, but I think that'll be a lot of fun. So, but definitely we'll be back Monday, and we'll come up with a lot of ideas. If you guys have a list of ideas, send them to me, memphisdarling@gmail.com. I'm open to any suggestions you guys have.
Tweet us.
Or you can tweet at us at Summers, SOMMERS 1977, and T Lyons, TLYONZZ.
Good job, Allison.
I'm being nice. You're here.
Yeah. It's a big task to ask for.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. All right, guys. So Rise of Sky. Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, I think the Star Wars show, if we have on tap who's you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If we get the people I think we're gonna get for Star Wars, that will be amazing. And we'll work on Avengers and all that other stuff. But anyway, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And if Wardog, you end up watching this and making it all the way to the end, we adore you. We've sung your praise from the very beginning. We're not kissing your ass and jumping on the Wardog train. You've been a pick from the very beginning for us. So
you've been our player of the week, like pretty much every week up to this point.
Much respect. I mean, whether you love the guy or hate him, he
played the hell out of this game.
He really did. So So thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. And if you're not into it, we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 9, 8 Central. Thank you so much for watching, and good night.
Bye, guys.